the Lord, everybody. I'm Mrs. Cook. This is the family that God has blessed me with. To God be the glory for the great things that He has done. And remember, this is the family that we are, no matter what.
What a Cook say it again? Yeah, 26. This is the house that Billy Cook built. Yeah, Billy Cook sing.
No matter what path we take, no matter what choice we make, no matter who comes and goes, I'm a cook for show. No matter.
Welcome to the show. What's up, Zam? What's going down?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
I feel you. I feel you. I'm finna send the link to you
Okay.
so that people can get to the show on YouTube. You already got the link?
I don't think so. I just have the link that you sent me.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the link to the show. Hey y'all, how y'all doing out there? What's going on with it? What's going on with it? I am excited to be on the show tonight. I just got out of a workout, and you look, y'all can talk about me all you want to, but I ain't in shape, you know, and I'm finding that out. I mean,
Mhm.
I knew it, but my body, you know, is concurring on it. If that makes sense,
All the sense.
I mean, I can't even I can't say it no better than that. Now we got a good show for you tonight. Zam, do you know how to treat your man? Do you want to share that one, or do you want to?
I just thought it was just a interesting topic. I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of different views on that.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. The bottom line is, I mean, I'm gonna play it. I think I'm gonna play the audio.
Okay.
Okay, that way, Aurora, um, we can just get straight to it. Can you still hear me? Because we was having technical difficulties earlier, y'all. So you may hear me from time to time say, "Can you hear me, Zam?" You might hear it. Okay, just letting y'all know. All right, I'm gonna get the audio ready for later on in the show. But I just want to know. I mean, it's Monday, and I think that everybody should know what's going on in the weather. I'm just that person, to just let you know what's happening. Because Houston is a funny city. Houston is a funny city, and you know, people that live here know what I'm talking about. You know that it's a funny city. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So y'all know today is St. Patrick's Day, and I do want to know who has given up on St. Patrick's Day. Okay, and the reason I want to know who has given up on St. Patrick's Day because when we were kids, everybody was into St. Patty's Day. Everybody was. Somebody trying to
Yeah.
call me, y'all, but I can't talk to him. Um, and today I got to work, Zam, and nobody was talking about St. Patrick's Day. Nobody.
Really.
I was like,
Nobody had on green.
nobody had on green, include me. You know what I'm saying? Include me.
Yeah.
You know. But I was wondering, when did St. Patrick's Day go out for everybody else?
Um.
When did you forget about
Um. I did not forget about it. As a matter of fact, I decorate my office.
Did you wear green? I think I'm losing her. I think I'm losing her. Listen, with me, I forgot about St. Patrick's Day. I don't even think I did it last year. First of all, I don't want you pinching me. Don't pinch me. I mean, people do the craziest stuff and think that it's funny. But I'm one of them people, you can't even tickle my toes or my feet without me crying. Not crying because I'm hurting or embarrassed, but crying because I'm mad because my it tickling does not feel funny to me. Tickling feels like a threat. So I don't like people tickling my feet, you know. And I'm gonna tell a story of my feet uh on this show. I don't know if y'all can handle it, but I'm gonna tell the story of my beautiful feet, okay, on this show. But while we're working on some technical difficulties, let's get into some weather. How about that? We're gonna get into some weather. I don't see my music on here either, so I'm a little upset. But I'm gonna let these people make it. So we're gonna put on what they got, since they don't want me to have no music, and let you know what's going on in your weather. Tonight is partly cloudy. Um, it's gonna become clear in a little while. Not as cool, with lows in the upper 50s. In other words, it's gonna be a little chilly outside. Then south, the wind's gonna come in. I'm gonna be ghetto with it tonight. The wind's gonna come in from the south, and they gonna be blowing 10 to 15 miles per hour, okay? And gonna get up to 25 miles per hour. I'm gonna just keep it ghetto because, I'm gonna be real and I ain't gonna be proper like I be at the office, uh, Tuesday, okay? It's gonna be a lot of sun outside and a lot of wind. It's gonna be breezy, okay? You hear me? It's gonna be breezy. And then the high is gonna be in the 80s. So tonight it's gonna be cold, but tomorrow it's gonna get up to 80. I'm not gonna read it proper for y'all. I'm gonna read it I'm gonna tell you like it TI is. The wind's gonna be blowing from the south, not the north. Okay, it's gonna be 15 to 25. The wind speed. Listen, gonna be 25 miles per hour. That means you need to glue your lace front down. You need to hairpin, bobby pin. You need to pin a pin. You need to do what you have to do to make sure, okay, that the gust that's up to, and gust means wind, the amount of wind, the gust is going to be up to 40 miles per hour in the afternoon. So when you come out there to go to the rodeo and you didn't glue that wig on, and that wind catch the bottom of your cowboy or cowgirl hat and blow, your wig coming off with it, because the wind gonna be blowing 40 miles per hour. Okay. For Tuesday evening, it's gonna be partly cloudy. That means that you're gonna be able to see the sun through the clouds. In the evening, then become mostly cloudy. Then it's just gonna cover everything up. Okay. It's gonna be breezy, okay, with lows in the mid. That means 65. That's gonna be 65 degrees or 66 in the mid 60s. And then again, the wind's still gonna be blowing in from the south, okay, at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Then it's gonna slow itself down by midnight, because ain't nobody gonna be outside, so it's gonna be 15 miles per hour. Okay, the gust is still gonna be up to 40. So in other words, hairpin it, glue it, bobby pin it, tie it down, tie the wig down. It's in trouble. Okay? And don't be looking funny when it fly off because you didn't do what you didn't respect this podcast tonight. Okay, so I'm just telling you. And that's your forecast for tonight and tomorrow. Okay, just ghetto. Listen, straight to the point. They call it ghetto, but to me, it's straight to the point. There's your local weather for Houston, Texas. You're welcome. So, Zam, I was telling them I wanted to talk about tickling, right? And are you ticklish, Sam? Are you ticklish? I think we lost Zam again. We lost her again. Okay, listen. So I was gonna tell y'all the story about why I'm not ticklish, why my feet, you know, why I'm not ticklish, and why I cry if somebody tickles my feet. I will either cry or I will put a person in a headlock. It is a reaction. It is not personal. It is something that happens automatically. It's like turning on a light switch. If you flip the switch, the light come on. You tickle my feet, you get a headlock, or I'm crying. Not because I'm hurting. Not because I'm embarrassed, but because tickling hurts me. Now let me tell you a little story about a little girl in Balch Springs. This is right outside of Dallas. Some of y'all have heard of it, but I was a little girl outside of Balch Springs, outside of Dallas.
Mhm.
We lived in Balch Springs. I don't know how to pronounce it today.
That's
Is that it? Balch or something like that? I don't know. And we used to go to the YMCA. I think was it the Girls and Boys Club? I don't know no more. But I know it was an after school. We could go there. Okay. And no. Okay. And so I was headed into the gym. Oh, lost my sister again. She'll be back. I was headed to the gym. And into the gym. The gym had them big double doors. When you're a kid, them doors look big. So I went to open the door, y'all. Why? The door caught my toenail because I ain't got the right shoes on, had on my little old sandals because I'm not only ghetto, I'm country, and got on my little sandals, baby. That door caught that toenail, that big toe, pulled that joker all the way up. Do you hear me? Oh my God. Listen. Oh, I didn't know what to do with myself. I said, I look, and I didn't really feel it yet. I didn't feel it yet because it happened so quick. You understand me? Listen, got back home. Folk called my dad, my mom, my people. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something about my daddy. My daddy was straight up country. And when Zam get back on here, she was gonna concur with me. My daddy is, listen. Woo! When I tell you Billy Cook is straight up country, I'm talking about Billy Cook Sr. Straight up country. This man came to Houston, Texas, and he cleans the fish on the porch. Okay? He cleans the fish. I'm popular, y'all. Don't worry about my ringtone thing. Yeah. He cleans the fish on in the front yard in South Park. Anyway. So they didn't call my parents and baby, listen. My daddy looked at that toenail, looked at my mama, and said, "It gotta go. We're gonna have to pull it. We're gonna Jesus be a fit. We're gonna have to pull the rest of her toenail off." Oh, y'all, listen, y'all, listen. People don't understand. I'm a different breed of woman today. Cause I've been through some stuff that'll blow your mind. So my dad say, Daddy say, my sister, cause she back. Daddy say, I'm gone. We gotta take the toenail off. Listen, baby. Look, I was telling them, Zan, let me catch you, get you on speed. I was telling them that I don't like nobody tickling my feet. I was telling them the story of my feet.
Uh-huh.
So I was telling them Daddy is straight up country. It ain't no city in it. I don't care. Ain't no city in it. So when your daddy is country and he clean fish on the yard, in the front yard, when he say he finna take your toenail off, baby, listen. So I don't remember it. That's how. Listen. He looked at that toenail hanging on my toe and said, "It gotta come off." Zam, you hear me? Oh, she gone again. Look, said that toenail gotta come off. So when I came back too, because I can't tell you, I cannot tell you. All I know is I had no toenail. Do you hear me? Oh my God. Wrap the toe up, the toe down. I know the toe. Oh man, messed up. Can't wear no shoe. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. But I was a tough cookie. I wasn't no punk. You know, I was a tomboy. I climbed trees, played basketball, football, throw up, tackle, all that. Couldn't catch me, was the fastest one out there. So toe gone, toenail gone, messed me up. Healed, went on about my business. Toenail grew back some type of weird way. We ain't gonna talk about that. I mean, it's nice now. I mean, I'm grown some years ago. Then it was this incident, and I'm old now, so I can't really remember when it exactly happened. But I had got a screw up in my foot. Okay.
And upload
And
too.
all I'm saying is, I don't know if the nerves are bad under my foot. All I know is it was a screw in my foot. People. So I ain't tripping. I say, um, okay. So here comes Billy Senior. Okay, here comes Duke. See, y'all don't know his name, Duke. Here comes Duke. Duke say, we got to pull. We got to pull that out of there. Listen. Okay. Zam, listen.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when he pulled the toenail off, and he talking about they gotta come out of there. Now, y'all, we try to explain to y'all about our parents. Okay. We talk a lot about Sister Cook, but I'm gonna take this time out. Zam, I don't even know. Listen, Daddy came to the country. I mean, came to the city and was shooting squirrels out the trees with BB guns, skinning them. This, listen. So anyway, he said we got to pull that screw out your foot. Okay, so I don't know. All I know is it wasn't a nail. It was a screw. It had grooves on it. So that means that he finna pull that out of there. Okay. And when my daddy say, um, I'm gonna do it. No, it gotta come out of there. You ain't got no choice in the matter. Okay. So they yanked it out. They just, I mean, while they was talking, they gotta come out. Bloop. baby, listen, mess me up. I'm walking around, I got a hole in the bottom of my foot. You understand me? And I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm traumatized. I just don't know what to do or how to feel about what just happened to me or who to tell, because you can't tell nobody. You're a kid and you live with your parents. Your parents, bless you to keep your teeth. You can't really say nothing. Pull the screw out, peroxide it down, alcohol it down. I'm talking about holler, you know. And so when people tickle my feet, I don't know, maybe it subliminally flows over to my other foot. But I just don't like nobody tickling my feet. I'm finna cry. I'm finna cry. I'm finna fall out. I'm finna I'm finna put somebody in a headlock because it's a trigger for me. Don't tickle my feet. Leave it alone. And they think it's cute, you know. Oh, baby, I'm tickle your feet. You finna get kicked in the face for messing for messing with my foot. You understand me? Zam, how you feel about folk tickling your feet? You ticklish? Do you laugh?
Um,
I was so
I guess I was ticklish when I was younger, but as an adult, people say I look mean and stuff all the time, so don't nobody actually play with me like that.
oh
So I
oh.
don't get that.
I mean the
Yeah, so I wouldn't even know how to answer that.
your boo don't
Now
try to
I
tickle
know
your
it.
feet.
My feet. When I
Uh-huh.
go get a pedicure, yes,
Uh-huh.
it tickles, but
Oh
it's there is work being done.
yeah.
There's a reason for them to be touching my feet. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that issue.
But listen, when I get my feet done, which is few and far between, because I have to do my own feet.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm gonna tell you this lady at the nail shop. All right. Now, I tell the lady when she's cleaning, they take that little thing, that little rough thing, and they clean all the dead skin off your foot. Now, I
Mhm.
politely said to this young lady, I said, ma'am, don't scrape the bottom of my foot. You can scrape the sides. You can have a field day, turn some music on, and scrape all of the sides you want to.
Mhm.
Don't take that thing across the bottom of my foot. I told the lady, I said, don't do it. I'll do it when I get home. Yeah, no. She laughing. Oh, just going on with what she was doing. So I say, so she ain't pull it out yet. Cause I make sure I say this before you make a mistake and do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So she just talking to her homeboy across the nail shop. Y'all been in the nail shop here, talking to a homeboy across the nail shop. They laughing. I don't know what they talking about. And I'm watching this lady getting closer and closer to that thing. So I tell her once again. I say, hey. She say, yeah, yeah. You what color? You pick your color. I say, listen, put any color you want. Don't scrape the bottom of my foot. I'll be the daughter of Billy Cook if this lady didn't go under my foot with that thing. Before I knew it, the other foot reacted and kicked the thing out the lady's hand. Oh, I feel so bad. I say, ma'am, I am so sorry. But you cannot scrape the bottom of my foot. I told you that. I told you the lady next to me told me, yeah, she did tell you that. I said, I say, I am so, so sorry. She said, no, no, niece, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I said, no, no, no. I kicked you. This foot kicked you, and I'm sorry. I said, but do not scrape the bottom of my feet. She said, but your feet are so pretty. I said, what they got to do with scraping them? Don't do that. And it took me a long time to get another pedicure because I couldn't deal. I just told you not to do
Mhm.
this. Yeah.
Well, I have come to the conclusion that I'd rather go where I can actually speak to someone who speaks English.
Yeah. Yeah.
Preferably as the first language, but if not, as long as they speak it and understand it.
Yeah.
That way they can understand what I'm saying. Because
Yeah.
I had one place I went to get a manicure, and she just sat me down and everything, and then put the bowl of water right there, ran it out the sink, put it, and I was like, I'm looking at her like, okay. I stick one finger in and the water is cold. I'm like, hey ma'am, the water is cold. And then she's telling me to put my fingers in it. I'm like, can I get some warm water?
Hmm.
And then she had the audacity to act like I was getting on her nerves for asking her to do
Right.
something. I thought that was commonplace, but hey.
Right.
So she went over there. The whole time she talking to her one of the people across the spot. And she goes over and she runs the water and she runs the water. Apparently it takes the water a long time to get hot.
Mm-hmm.
But the longer it took the water to get hot, the longer I thought about it, the more I said, you know what, fuck it. So by the time she got the water in in the bowl and came back, I was like, I'm good. And I just walked out because my attitude was horrible.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
if the basic now let me back up. The very first time I had a pedicure and manicure and got my nails done, it was on Griggs, right
Mhm.
there by Walgreens.
Right.
So I can't remember the lady's name. I can barely remember my name sometimes. Um, but she broke me in right. She did like a perfect pedicure and manicure. So that was the level that I looked for everybody to meet
Right.
every time that
Right.
I went. And I haven't found that one person. And
Wow.
I think I was like 17 or 18 then.
Wow.
That's the only place that I went to do things like. So when I go into this place and I already see it's gonna be bad, it's like,
Mm.
yeah, I'll pass. I'm done.
You
Don't
know.
worry about it.
You know what I had to do because I don't blame. I can't put the response. I love to take responsibility for my stuff, right? So I go. I got one nail shop I've been going to for 20 years or more, right? And
Hmm.
I go in the nail shop. They know I got a crooked finger because I draw all the time. So one of my, they know not to put the nail the way the nail bed is going because it's not going the right direction.
Hmm.
So they know to line the doggone nail up right. So the group of nail techs that used to do, I had three specific nail techs, right? I mean, you go in this nail shop, they got karaoke, they talking to you, got the music, you know. Those three left and started their own nail salons far away where I can't get to them. So I
Mm.
said, I'm gonna be faithful, right? I'm gonna still come to this nail shop. It's either faithful or lazy. I don't know which one. But went to the nail, went in this nail shop, sat down. Now it's two ladies there that can know what they doing, and they gonna listen. But it's some old elderly ones in there that's mean, don't want to hear it. So I get in there and I had to start listening to my daughter. So Mama gone, they look like they know what they do. So I sat down and the man started on my nails. So first of all, he was jerking on me, right? Jerking on my hands and all this. And you put your I need your hand, you put your phone down, blah blah blah. So I respect my elders. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna respect you. I'm gonna start you off with respect. Let me say that. Start you off with, but you chip away at it. You get what I'm saying? You put
Okay, hold on just a second. Y'all, for all of y'all listening, for the first time, this is an example of bozoism. Okay.
ah come on now.
Okay, there you go. Sorry for that interruption.
It was needed. It was needed. Uh so I'm gonna respect my elders. So he said, so I put the phone down, you know what I mean, and I focused like I was the one that had to do the nails. So he gets to sewing my nail down. So this is what I tell him. I say, listen, don't sew my nail bed down. I don't want you to put you get what I'm saying? Don't sew my nail away. Don't
Right,
do
right.
and I had to practice restraint because I say nigga a lot. I got it from my mama. Okay. I say nigga a lot. So I had to make sure, ninja a lot. So I had to make sure not to say it. Because when you grown and you done raise kids, it's there. Okay. So I said, don't fall. You need to fall down. Then I said, don't cut my nail down. Oh, you need them even. You need to cut I say, stop. So the other lady see it finna get heated, right? And I said, I don't want you to do my nails. I changed my mind. Where is Angie at? She has 5 people waiting. I said, I don't even care. I'll wait till she finishes with all 5 of them. But you're gonna get your hands off me. Oh, you just don't know. You come to get your nails done and you act like you know what have to do. I say, listen. First of all, I ain't got my nails done for over 20 years. So I know good and hell well that if I said that you too goddamn rough with my nails, you too rough. Now get on. I don't want you to do. Oh man, you should have saw everybody scrambling. They started scrambling. I said, I don't know what y'all scrambling for. I'm waiting on Angie. Angie stopped doing the nails of the person she was doing and did my nails. I said, I sure appreciate you. I gave Angie a tip and everything else. Now, every time I walk in that shop, that man looks at me like I'm the one that have the problem. And it's another little, I think that's his wife because she be hailing people rough too. She told this lady, her and this lady was gonna fight because the lady put her feet in the water. She said, this water too hot. Oh no, you need it hot. You need it hot so we can loosen up. She said, I don't care what you trying to loosen up. This is too hot. So I ain't say nothing. I'm just looking. Cause it's finna go left. It's finna go left. It's finna go left. You can't tell no grown black woman that done sat down and put her feet in the water and told you it's hot, and you gonna tell her it ain't, and that's what you need to do. This lady gets up, come on now. So it got all out of control. So, the lady that was running the shop, she gets up. This how she talking to the lady to the lady that's doing the feet. You heard what the customer is right. So the black lady say, I'm just gonna go somewhere else. No, we're gonna do it for free, baby. When I say that lady sat down so fast, she sat down so fast. The lady came over that was running the shop, did her nails and all this stuff. And I promise, I think they was fighting in the back. I don't know. When they went into the back room after they finished that lady, I say, Lord, they gonna fight. She gonna hit her. She gonna hit her. That's what I said to myself. That she gonna hit her. Look, let me tell y'all something. Bozoism comes in all shapes, forms, fashion, race, creed, and colors. Okay? It does not matter. It does not matter what skin you in when it comes to bozoism. It doesn't matter. I'm just telling y'all the straight up truth. So I want you to be careful. And you have heard me say some words on here tonight. And I want you to know that I'm not apologizing for them because I'm real grown. Okay? And sometimes when people are providing a service, you want to bless them for providing a service. But it's some people that handle you wrong, and you got to deal with it right there. You got to deal with it for what it is, how it is, and when it happened. Okay? So if y'all want to run around, and act like you don't, go off on folk that that just don't do right, then do your thing. But I ain't have it. And I think it got something to do too. I mean, I was pushed around as I was pushed around and bullied in school, so I do have maybe some stuff that I need to work on, and y'all pray my strength, for real. But I'm gonna let you have it. Somebody told me, say, you know, if you cuss, you going to hell. I say, well, uh, I don't know nothing about that. I don't even know. I don't know if you're going. All I know is I'm gonna deal whatever you present to me and where you present it at is your choice. If you chose to present it to me in the way that you presented it and the way that you presented it, then you was ready for the heat after. I can't pray your strength right then. I'm gonna deal with your ignorance. If you need a scripture to support it, it says that if you are carnal, you get dealt with carnal. I can't deal with you spiritually. So there you go. Write it down, put it on the refrigerator. Okay. But bozoism will drive people into a place of bozomania. That's what. Let me write that down. Bozomania. Welcome back, man. I mean, people mad at me right now. Probably gonna try to cancel me, but I don't care. Bozomania is real, and y'all know y'all be sending them nail shops, and them folk be talking about your nails. They be talking about your feet, how ashy they are. They be talking about your. They be talking about you. Okay,
Mhm.
so watch yourself. Now my daughter do nails, Zam.
I know.
Maury do nails, and when I say she is so cold with it, self-taught and everything, she do nails. And
Hmm.
sometimes I try to go and let her do my nails, but I'm real grown, so sometimes I ain't got time to wait on you. I'm gonna go and get my nails done. And I just want her to. I'm gonna give her a shout out, tell her I love you, and I love the way you do my nails. And I apologize that sometimes I just go to the nail shop, to the nail shop. All right, now that that's out the way, anything you want to say on the nail shop bozo mania? Anything?
No. No. Nothing at all. I'm still looking for the right one. Is all I can tell you.
Mm, mm, girl, it's always a hunt. Always a hunt.
Sometimes it's not the shop, it's the people, as which you have said now.
Yeah.
I know one person that does it really well, but if they're
Hmm.
not in the shop, I'm just not getting it done.
I'm not getting responsibility because I'm one of them people. I'm not coming back up here. You know what I'm saying? I need my nails
Mm.
done right now, and guess what? I have to face the consequences of my actions, of my attitude, because I came up here to get my nails done. Now watch this. So a couple of times I had a pointer finger that if I pointed at you, it was pointing to your ear. I'm just telling you what can happen when you walk in with a form of bozoism, and you want, like that commercial say, "It's my money, I want it now." I need my nails done, and you sat down with the ghetto dude that's young, his shirt too tight, his cap turned to the back, and he finna do your nails. And and when I pointed, and when you point at somebody, you point at their nose, but your nail is pointing at their ear. That's because you didn't want to, you know, come back when your nail tech there, bozo.
Mm.
Come back. I'm telling you, I done had that nail where you spread your fingers out and all your nails pointing at each other. Yeah, I had. I done and I had to come home and saw them nails down to look right. Oh yeah, I ain't been there. Mm, mm,
Mm.
mm. All right, Zim, you seen this
Bad
video.
business.
So, which audio from which video you want me to play? Cause we can get into it.
Um, the one that you mentioned earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
I'm just curious to see what the thoughts are.
This right here, man. All right. Hey, no judgment. I mean, I know everybody got they whatever. So we gonna get into this. This clip says, "Do you know how to treat your man? Do y'all know how to treat y'all man? I'ma just ask y'all because um that's the wave this year. I think. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure. You know these.
Modern women of today, they don't have what our grandmothers or their grandmothers had. Grandmothers had the art of seeing potential in a man. We live in a society now where women want the finished product immediately. The modern woman sees potential as a curse word. They don't want to deal with growing and developing and the ups and downs. They just want the finished product. Modern women of today, they don't have what our
I'm gonna let it
grandmothers
play
or
one
their
more time.
grandmothers had. Grandmothers had the art of seeing potential in a man. We live in a society now where women want the finished product immediately. The modern woman.
Okay.
Uh,
um, I can't speak for every woman. I can only speak in regards to the way I see things. He's right. There are a lot of women who aren't like their grandmothers. I had the privilege of knowing my grandmother, and she was born what in 1920
mhm.
something. I I don't know about the facts now. I got somebody got to check my facts for me.
We'll go with it, cause Daddy J was born in 1901. Hello. Oh, she's not on. Okay, she's gonna click back in. When she come back in, she's gonna continue to share. I'm gonna just say something real quick. I'm gonna say something real quick. Well, you know what? Let's take a break, and when she comes back, I'm gonna let her finish her thought. Then I'm gonna come in after that thought. Okay? We'll be right back.
I think Cash In make
I
this.
think Cash In make this.
All right, we are back. Okay, then I'm go
Okay.
ahead.
Something is going on with my system today. I have no idea what it is. My phone keeps doing its thing. But the time that my grandmother was a grandmother is a whole lot different than these times now. Okay. So we're all going to be different from my grandmothers. Back then they didn't have a choice per se. Um they they I can't say they took what was given to them. They had options, but they didn't have options, you know? So um they really didn't have a choice in who they married and everything. Now, I think it's in every woman's makeup to nurture and to what do you call it? Support and do all the things that a woman does. But at the same time, in the time when our grandmother was a grandmother, they could live off of one income. They could
Hmm.
um, they could stay home and nurture the children, and they had time to nurture the children, do all the things around the house, everything that needs to be done, and still
I think she went out again. Sam, so she's gonna pop back in. Uh there she is. Okay, boom. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna wait. Okay, so and this I'm gonna just oh there she is. Good. I wanna make sure she get all of when she go ahead.
Okay. Let's see if it did it. We gonna see now. Um, I think we all have that capability of doing everything that he said that these now us now modern women don't do. We do that. It's just that we don't have it works both ways. And I can't say it's just for women and he can't just say it works both ways. We as a race don't have time to raise another adult human being.
Yeah.
Like there are certain, I understand that everybody doesn't, they're not brought up the same. They don't have the same family dynamic. You have some parent households, you have some both parent, and some of them are only child and only child. You know, there are so many different dynamics that um, determine how you think, how a person thinks, and what they think is beneficial to being in a relationship. So someone may have the time to nurture um and a person and say, okay, well, let's see what you're trying to do and everything that it's going to take for you to get there. And um it's really important to you, so I'm going to stop doing what I need to do for myself so I can nurture you and uplift you and help you do all the things that you need to do, you know, motivate you and all that. That's all gravy. But at the end of the day, there has to be a balance, because if
Are you in?
not, can you hear me? Hello, Janice?
Oh, there you are.
Okay. There has to be a balance. So for him to say what he said, there's some women and men who are thinking about getting where they need to get and getting the things that they're trying to get and accomplishing all the things that they're trying to accomplish. And they're not thinking about um, rearing another adult because they have enough going on with themselves. But there are also those who do have the time. That's it's just built in them to do the nurturing and to help build and mold and do all the things. But I mean, you put all that time and energy into it and you don't have a ring, then where you going to end up at? Because they can decide to keep it pushing and go on to the next one. So it just, a lot of it, I can understand what he's saying, but it doesn't just work for females or women. It works for both
Right.
partners. It works for both of them. It works both ways.
That's true.
And it doesn't matter who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just it's gonna take both of you doing the same thing for each other. You have some people who are stronger than others, some people who know more than others, some people who have done more than others. You have some people who actually read and pay attention. And then you have other people who just work and that's what they know. They know the manual labor. So there are a lot of different um, things that goes into what he's saying.
That's true.
So, I mean, do I agree with him? Yes, we're not like our grandmothers.
Yeah.
Do I agree with him that we don't nurture and all of that? Well, do y'all?
Yeah. That's
Do all
fact.
of you?
Facts. Facts. You know, while you were talking, I had to write me some notes down. Okay. Which I might repeat some stuff you said, but this is what came to me. Grandmothers. Our grandmothers were, like you said, the women that got married at 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got married at 17. They started having babies. Okay. They had to keep the house together. They had to, you know, they had to tend to their husband. That was what they were doing. Okay. But not only did they have to do that, it says, I put down, potential wasn't the thing. You had to have a means to take care of a family. A man didn't have time to think about who was the breadwinner and who was the alpha and who was the, he didn't have time to do that. He had to get a job. Whether it was working fields, what they had to get any kind of job they can get. Then nurturing came in because not only did she have to keep her children together, she had to keep her husband's mind together because he was going to work for a white man. When he got home, she had to mend him back together, not just his body, but his mind. She had to keep him ready to go out there and do what he needed to do. That's what she was doing. She wasn't building him up to be a mogul. She was building him up to stay a man. You know what I'm saying? To not only be physically the head of the house, but to be mentally the head of the house.
Well
You see what I'm
put.
saying? And then it says most men were working crazy jobs and being disrespected. It says, and I wrote down, Granny had to be a cheerleader without taking his pride.
Yep.
So it wasn't, I think when people make blanket statements like that, you don't know really what grandma was doing. She
Right.
was raising, she was raising her boys, and she was keeping her husband, keeping him a man. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Make sure he stayed a man. You had black men that left their house, went to a job where they had to say no sir, massa, no sir, yes sir, and all that. Then come home and be strong in their house without destroying their house. And the one and grandma, mama brought the balance.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so it, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, and then I wrote down, potential is a young woman's game. Let's talk about the potential. You talking about a woman can't see the potential in a man. How old is he?
Mm.
What part of life is he in? Is he 20? Is he 25? Is he in college? Is starting a business? What is he doing? You throwing potential out there like I did with a 50-year-old man, and I need to see the potential in him. That's the devil is a lie. You know,
Mm.
it's different if okay, say okay, he got to have I put down um older couples coupled with jobs. This is what I mean by that. Okay. I can see the potential in you if you work in a job to support your potential. Okay. To
Right.
support the dream. To support because potential don't pay bills. Now, it's a young woman's game when they in college, when she living with her mama, and they young, and she looks at him and say he's going to be a great author one day, or he's going to be the president of the United States. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Michelle Obama ain't looking at Obama today at their age saying, I hope he got potential. She did that when they was in college.
Right.
And then teamwork made the dream work.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But when we older, 30s, 40s, and stuff like that, no, potential got to be coupled with a job, with some finance. Okay, I don't care if it's Pizza Hut. I don't care if you lifting, you driving Lyft and Uber, and then you got a job during the day, and then I'm on the other end. I'm tag teaming. I got businesses going on, and I got a job, and you get what I'm saying? Teamwork. We did. Come on now. We
It
do it
works
together.
both ways.
It works both ways. Then when he said they want it right now, well, Well, listen, I heard this young man say, and he wasn't young, but I like to call him young man. This young man said that when if he marry a woman and she already got a house and she already got her career and she already got money in the bank, when they get together, then her money becomes his money. Now, this young man didn't have no job, you know, he's disabled, and I ain't crapping on him because he's disabled, because you can't help that. But we got to adjust that attitude. We got to have some humility here, because listen, let me tell y'all something. I've seen people who have a drug addiction look down their nose at a person who got a house full of kids, but the woman got a house full of kids, but she at work every day. She clothed all her kids. See, we get to this place where we want to be arrogant when life can deal you some cards, baby, and it ain't gonna matter what degree you got, how much money in the bank. You gonna need somebody that loves you. You gonna need somebody that can look at you, you know, when your teeth start falling out, eyes start bulging out your head, you can't breathe, I'm just saying, we have gotten so shallow with our and so loose with all the stuff that we say. Well, you missing the point. I have had to bury a husband. You understand me? Drove a cement truck. Do you hear me? He got himself back together after getting out of jail. When he told me his whole story, whatever. I didn't marry him for potential. I married him because I love him. And see, when we can get out of all of these systems and stuff that we are trying to set up for marriage, and we need to set up, you got to stop listening to people telling you how to find a mate. It's a specific person that you are made for and that is made for you. It ain't got nothing to do with potential.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And then I'm thinking about the first comment he made at the gate is, we're not like our grandmothers.
Yeah.
Well, are the men like our grandfathers?
Are they? Okay, let me say this too. Zam, you listen, this topic is for
Because
real
I
because
I had the opportunity to know my grandfather too,
yeah,
and he did the damn thing.
yeah. And he wasn't playing his PlayStation or Sega Genesis
Mm,
or Atari or
mm-mm.
tic-tac-toe,
And I'm
hopscotch,
trying to figure out what he did do in his spare time.
clean his gun.
I need
You know
we
that
need to yeah, we need to we need to ask mom and them about that, because I never saw him. All I saw him doing was providing.
yeah. We lived there a while, but that was the time when he was dealing with Alzheimer's, and he was sitting there and watch Muscle
Yeah,
Beach Party with us. But he was real old. He was older then. But I never
yeah.
saw him in the house sitting around. I never saw him unless he was cleaning his boots up, doing something over there in that corner by the wood heater or whatever.
And don't
But
get
I
me
never.
wrong, I'm not saying that any of that stuff is wrong. I'm
Yeah,
just saying, when you
yeah,
throwing stuff out there, we're not our grandmothers, well, y'all not our grandfathers either. Y'all not
exactly,
like the grandfathers either.
exactly. Because oh, here it is. I found my thought. It's a it's I ain't gonna even say generation. It's a group, a wave of men who are, this guy told me, he said, my money is gonna be my money and your money is gonna be your money. Then he said, I don't buy gifts only if I feel led to buy them. Then, but he was on this big, you take care of you, I take care of me type thing. If I,
So what do
only way
you
I
need each
marry,
other for? What's the purpose?
right. Then he was like, you got to have a job for me to marry you or to be with you. You got to. And now it'd be different if he said, I would prefer that you have a job, so if something happened to me, you could take care of yourself, or you know. But it was more like you are you and I am at me, and you know, look, let me tell y'all something. It's a way, it's, and y'all see it all across the thing. Don't no man want no woman ain't got no drive. And then I heard a young man say, what, oh, so she can cook and clean and she can have babies and give you kids and stuff. What is that? What else can she do? I was like, oh my God. Now I'm looking at this youngster like, dude, what you been through? You know, like, are you serious? What have you been through? What have you experienced? What has happened in your life? Or how's your relationship? And what do my relationship fine with my mom? Now I don't sound like it, a little intense. We have to be careful about blanket statements. This stuff can't, you can't, and then this TD Jakes had said some years ago, he said, if a person is willing to walk out your life, let them. And I saw a wave of husbands, not, you know, I saw some stuff happen. We have to be careful what we say, because some marriages, some things are salvageable, you know, but one false statement or one blanket statement jumbles people up. You get what I'm saying? Fight for your marriage, fight for your stuff, fight for the, you know, don't apply. Let me see. If it don't apply, let it fly.
Mm-hmm.
But we are so social network driven. Every video we see, we just, it's, word is bond. No. Everything you hear don't apply to you. That's why you got so many people, power couple, power. I hate that statement. We are power couple. I hate it. Because what does that have to do with your relationship? Because you're going to get old one day and you ain't going to have that business no more, or somebody else going to be running, or you know what I'm saying? You're going to realize that is not the foundation for your relationship. That ain't it. The foundation is connecting on a level of intimacy and trust and honor and loyalty to each other, because you don't have to be together at all, but you choose each other through sickness and health. You know, that ain't scripture. That's just a authentic thing to live by. I'm with you because I love you. I don't care your teeth fall out. I love you when your hair turn gray. What's it something? If you gain a little weight, that's real love right there. When you build off that type of foundation, it can last. But if you build off of what she got or what she ain't got, or what he got and what he ain't got, if you build off of that, then it's gonna always fall. It's gonna fall. This man wife, he ended up with kidney disease, right? He was in and out of the hospital. Now, they had big old house and he was a hardworking man, you know. He lost weight. He started looking like he was sick, you know, and had to go to dialysis. The lady, he went into the hospital. He was in kidney failure, went into the hospital. He called me and said, Pastor Jay, I need you to come see. I said, I went on over there. This man say, my wife cleaned my house out. Told me she didn't sign up for this. Clean the whole house out. Do you hear me? I couldn't do nothing but sit there with him while he cried.
That's cold.
Cause and I don't know if it was from me having to deal with death and in marriage and all that stuff, that it changed some things for me. You really gotta check yourself when you start talking about you want to be married. Do you really? You what is marriage? What is a real relationship? What is this?
Right.
Real is when you got when your man's sick and you got to clean him up, and you stay there to clean him up without a thought. That's the relationship. Because I promise you, he might be on top today. Oh, he just strong. He lifting You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then something in his family line or his bloodline or something outrageous happened and he can't do that no more. That's gonna see if you a real wife. That's gonna see if you a real husband.
Yeah.
That's why I mean some of the conversations he be having, like we these women ain't like your grandma. I can honestly say me today couldn't even deal with half of what my grandma dealt with.
Yeah.
They saw things we didn't that we ain't gonna probably never see it, but on TV. They saw it in person.
Yeah.
Your kids leave the house for real, they might not come back. For real, you can't use the foundation of grandmothers and stuff like that for the reality we live in today. Half of the over half of the stuff they face, we don't face.
Mm.
Y'all want to talk about kings? Them men were kings back then. A king can go out there and suffer all that disrespect and humiliation and still bring the bag home to his family. That's a king. You can't go to you
Mm.
can't do it. All right, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do it. That was a good
Did
topic.
anybody make any comments?
Let's see. No comments, but we do have people watching,
No. Okay.
listening. Yeah, we got some people listening, but I mean it's the truth. And I think that we need to honor our spouses and I honor those that sign on with us forever because they don't have to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You want to sit and put conditions on the lady, you ought to be happy that somebody say I'm gonna walk this life out with you through hell or hot water. I'm gonna walk this life out with you. If we only got a pack of bologna in the refrigerator, I'm still here. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Shoot, yeah, we be worried about the wrong thing. Ugh, okay, all right, I'm good. All right, Zam, what else you got to talk about? What else you want to say, good?
Oh, nothing. I'm gonna let you make it. I think you summed it all up.
Okay, we'll wrap us up tonight.
Oh, mind your damn business. Everybody.
Mind your
Mind.
business. Go ahead.
Mhm. Mind your own business.
Mm-hmm.
Yours.
Mm-hmm.
Even if
What?
somebody else's business hits you in the face,
Hmm.
you gotta stiff arm it. Turn the other way.
Another way. Come on now.
Hmm.
Yeah, because y'all be doing too much. Too
Too
much.
much.
Can't even run your own house. Be in other people. Let me go.
Hmm.
All right,
All
y'all.
right, y'all. April 26th. It's a Saturday from 2 to 9 p.m. Me So Tipsy is hosting a pop up and chill. She is still accepting vendors. So you can still reach out to her at that number at the bottom, that 903-926-0467. Um, and we would love to see everybody come out. There will be raffles from Me So Tipsy. Um, a lot of nice items. Um, excuse me, and then we'll be raffling a TV as well, a 75-inch, by the way. And you can reach out to us at bkzclothing@outlook.com. Um, and we'd love to see everybody come out. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be a really nice group, and we're going to have some really nice um, things for you to see from the local artists, candle makers, t-shirts. What is that Crystal does, Janice? The
Mahogany
canvas.
girls,
Yeah,
paint party kids.
right. And then we're gonna have a lot of different foods and drinks out there as well. So Just come on out and hang out with us from 2 to 9 p.m. on April 26th.
Yeah, come on out. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Come on out there. Y'all ain't doing nothing. You can't have my TV though. Listen. You can't have my TV. I'm telling you right now.
And when y'all come, bring your fans.
Oh, where them fans at? Hey, where them fans at? Hey, oh, I'm sorry. Mark told me. Mark said every time I sing that she it gets stuck and she and I say that's good, girl. That's good. Go on, sing it. Where them fans at? Yeah, look. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Come on out. All right. I'm gonna put the flyer back up so you can get the information. Okay. I'm gonna put it up just for a few seconds. Go ahead and get that information. Screenshot, because if you're on your phone, you can screenshot it. Yeah, handle your business. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, y'all. We're gonna have some good stuff coming up. So if that being all, then that's it.
That's it.
All right, y'all. Hey, we out. We love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Peace. We gotta go.
Praise the Lord, everybody. I'm Mrs. Cook. This is the family that God has blessed me with. To God be the glory for the great things